Hello, good afternoon everyone. Come back with again with me, Ian PKBN podcast. And today I am accompanied by Sis Naomi. Hello Sis Naomi, how are you? Would you like introduce yourself?
Hello, good afternoon, Yan. I'm fine, thank you. My name is Naomi Angelina. I'm a student from Gunadarma University. My name is 7722222020. Nice to meet you, Yan.
To meet you. Okay, here Sis Naomi will accompany for a few minutes to discuss the term characters of good leaders for Indonesia. A leader for by Oxford definition is the person who leads or commands a group, organization, or a country. When you think about great leaders, who comes to mean impactful figures like Mahatma Gandhi and Martin Luther King Jr. or perhaps Winston Churchill and Nelson Mandela might come to mind. But defining what truly marks these historic icons as a good leaders provides a bit more challenging. Was it simply their position that made them good leaders, or was it something more? Well, we have all experienced leadership in our life. Very rarely are we asked to define what is a good leader. Answer vary from company to company and person to person, making the qualities of leadership even more elusive to pinpoint. Therefore, I have several questions that I have prepared to ask. Are you fine with that?
Yes, I'm fine to answer the questions.
Okay, I have the first question. What do you know about the leadership that our country needs?
So, from what I know, leadership is about influencing other people, subordinates, or followers to want to achieve the same goal as the leader wants. And there are several characteristics that you should know from having a good leaders. Among them, there is discipline. Leaders who have self-discipline principles or can value time well so that their work can be completed properly and on time. And there's also patience. A leader must, of course, have a patience because the people we or they lead have various characters from each other to be able to provide trust and solve problems well. And also, being a trustworthy and a honest person. A leader must be able to instill confidence and honesty in us so that others realize that their leader can lead their country well and effectively.
Okay, here I have with the facts that we see today. There are not a few who lack self-discipline in terms of discipline in refusing corruption. So according to Miss Naomi, why did this happen and what is the solution?
So, self-discipline means rejecting what you want to do and actually doing what you need to do. So, the phenomenon that occurs today is due to the lack of self-discipline to always be honest in every situation. Lack of understanding of the essence of the work that is being carried out today. There is still a lack of analysis of the results that will be generated only up to now, not thinking about the future orientation. And this character formation is greatly influenced by our previous generation, where in the past the exons had justified cheating. That this will probably be carried over to adulthood. So, how can corruption be resolved when the problem of cheating alone is not even being solved? The solution to this problem is to start from ourselves, to always be honest in every situation, even though it's just only a trivial matter. Because honesty will lead someone to be good, while lying will lead someone to be corrupt or evil. And honesty can only appear normally to you if you always get used to being honest. If we start to apply it ourselves, an honest family will be formed, and then our honest society can change the world, and then we can raise the spirit of honesty by learning the virtues of being honest and the impact of being dishonest. Well, Currently, our nation is being disoriented by controversial leadership. Like the unity of our nation is in danger because the danger of disintegration threatens us. It happens because of our current leaders prefer to fight for their own groups and parties rather than to fight for Indonesia. They're busy blaming each other and ignoring the priority issues such as the current forest fires, rapidly increasing domestic security, unemployment, poverty, and even deteriorating of infrastructure. The current situation tells us that we lack of good quality leaders, and we also need to do a lot of things that are necessary to prepare our generation as future leaders, and at the same time, educate our society to choose carefully and wisely for our leaders.
Then, what kind of leader does this country need?
To make Indonesia better in the future, in my opinion, we need leaders with strong vision and character, such as trustworthy, respectful, have a big responsibility, a fair person, caring, and also a civic citizenship. Everyone here today has the opportunity to be a leader in the future. Our multicultural society demands several figures to lead with the ability to move the people with a well-organized plan as a vision for change towards a better life, motivating the people to achieve goals without coercion. Well, therefore, leadership refers to several attempts to mobilize people to voluntarily do something together to achieve a goal in meaningful ways that have long-term use. As it is being said, everyone can steer ship, but it takes a leader to map and goal.
Why do leaders need to be trustworthy, respectful, responsible, fair, caring, and civic?
Well, the most important characteristic for a leader should have been honesty. If a leader cannot show others that they can be trusted in both ways, words and actions, it will be hard for them to have followers. And then when it comes to respect, most of us realize that consistency is important in leadership. When some are able to show consistency to whatever values they hold, then that is when they got the respect that they deserve. Furthermore, fairness is important to ensure that everyone is treated properly based on laws and regulations. Being a caring person, it is a very important concern. Showing that you care brings relief, hope, and reassurance to others. People are very grateful when leaders show them that they care, and then they will give their leaders their loyalty. And the last is being a civic in the context of Indonesia, which adheres to Pancasila as an ideology. Leaders need to be fully aware that every citizen has equal rights under the law. This awareness will ensure that individual rights must be properly safeguarded and not against the unity of the nation.
Wow, that's really good, and we are grateful to get useful knowledge from Sis Naomi for the state of for Indonesia. Thank you, Sis Naomi, for giving us a new knowledge.
Well, thank you very much, Lian. I hope this knowledge can be useful to you and to your audience.
So we really need help for that involves all elements of the nation to create quality leaders, and of course, I hope I will be one of them. Let's study harder, not only from school but also from real life to make ourselves worthy as the best future leaders. Okay, thank you to all who have accompanied us for the last few minutes. Hopefully, this knowledge can be useful for all of us. It has been PKBN Podcast today. Goodbye
Bye, and see you next time. Bye bye.